What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Nathan and I decided to, because he's new to the game, so we decided
Yeah.
how I know we get asked, and some other people, family members, friends, and Nathan always ask, where do you start when you are basically trying to get into a TCG? Do you jump right into a meta? Do you buy a structured deck? Do you play online? Well, we wanted to go over that today, so I'm gonna share my screen. I made a PowerPoint. I don't know if it's great PowerPoint, but it's better than the last one that I made.
And for
Share.
Pokemon, if you're trying to get started for Pokemon, if you go to Walmart, Target, or whatever store, and go to the Pokemon section, or card section, whatever you call it, they will have a starter deck already set up for you. They'll have certain starter decks.
There we go. Okay. Wanted to have this like this. All right. So let's get into it. Ready? Can you see it?
Yeah.
See it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So structure decks. This is the first area where I tell everyone to play. They're cheap. They give you a full deck. This is Yu-Gi-Oh that we're looking at right here. As you can see the tag Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
So you can start a structure deck for $12. It comes with the cards you need. And now here's a little catch though. You could play. So you could play and you could have fun and battle a friend. But normally you need to buy 3 structure decks to piece the cards together. So that way you can have a complete a complete set. And this way it gives you your chance to play the full cards, because most Yu-Gi-Oh decks have 3 of the same type of card.
Yeah.
Versus this, you're gonna have like 1. So for example, there's a Blue Eyes structure deck out there. You get 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon, but the deck's not gonna function to its full power unless you have the 3 Blue Eyes. Okay?
Yeah.
So $12 times 3, $36, $40. You can get a deck that you can go play with. Are you gonna win? Probably
No,
not. But you'll
but
win
it's
some
to
battles.
help you get started and learn how to play the game.
That's it. How we get started, learn to play the game, go and do duels at locals. Now
And
we
you could
got
just play with your friends for fun.
right. We got Magic. This is a commander. No, this is a structure deck, sorry. Regular structure deck. They call it a challenger deck. This comes with all the cards you need. $28. You're put into a good situation. Magic is not actually bad when you get
No?
their structure decks or commander decks. No, some of the values are really good. I don't buy these because we play commander and I'll build my own deck. So I don't go buy a structure deck. Only time I buy a structure deck is when I'm new, and then we'll go into that in a second. But
Okay.
Magic's not a bad value. $28
No?
you can get into standard play. $28. So it's still cheaper
Than
than
buying the top deck.
yes. So you get in there. Now let's look at the commander. Okay, so the commander, $38, comes with your 100 cards, and you can jump into commander and go play at locals and have some fun. Some of the commander decks are pretty good. They're pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. So there's this other YouTube video. Oh man, I wish I could remember these names. I gotta start remembering names, guys. He's like the professor that does the magic. He's really good. I like him. I gotta get his name. But he goes over these decks and prices them out. And sometimes a $38 deck is worth around $70.
Wow.
So you gain some value in that situation. But this is also a place to start. Let's go into the Pokemon. You get your Pokemon structure deck for $25. You get your full. Go ahead.
It's not bad, because if you go to other stores and see all the cards for Pokemon, they will have some other starter decks right now.
Yes.
To help you get into the game. Or like that one thing, shoot. It's like a starter game. They give you like certain cards and like teaches you how to play the game of Pokemon.
The board game?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
yeah,
Target has that in the back. It's like a board
yeah,
game, Pokemon Stadium or something, not the video game.
Pokemon Stadium, yeah.
Yep. So that's good. Pokemon's not bad. $25, reasonable price. You got your cards. And I think they give you 3. As I'm looking right here, it gives you 3. So it looks like it sets you up for success. I know when we bought yours, way
Yeah.
back when you were getting to Pokemon, we did buy a structure deck for you. and the structure decks weren't bad. I believe it came with a 3. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I could be wrong. I haven't bought a structure deck in many years now. But I know Yu-Gi-Oh is the only one that I had to buy 3 of the structure decks so that way I can try to compete with some stuff. But Pokemon, another $25. You're in the game.
Yeah.
But to
And
be honest, you spend maybe $25, $30 more, and you'll have a pretty good deck if you just learn how to make it. And look
yeah.
on YouTube and look at decks. You can make a good deck for like $50.
But
And
again, you could also get a cheaper deck to learn how to play and how you like it before you end up buying a 20 to 30 extra dollars of a deck.
yes. All right. You know this one now.
Yeah,
Okay. Flesh and Blood.
cheap.
Now, we just bought this, right?
Yeah, it came with 40 cards.
40 cards, ready to go out of the box for us to try to learn how to play. This is why I don't mind spending $12. $12, and it gives me the Blitz deck.
Yeah.
So we're trying to learn how to play this game right now. It
It's
is
a little confusing.
it's a little confusing, but man, it's a hard. We're gonna go
Hard to
into this again.
learn.
It is, yeah. The battle is a little difficult, but it takes a lot of strategy. It's a fun game. You guys got to give it a try. If you have not tried this, you have to try this game. Just because the battle aspect of it is hard to like strategize. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's a lot better. I can't believe I said that, but it is. It's just the battle aspect of it is crazy because it goes on. We'll go into another video. This is just about what to get into, but I'm gonna go back into Flesh and Blood later. It's a great game. I'm pretty into it right now, or we both are. We're playing it now.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do some more decks and things about it so we learn how to do all this stuff. All right. So we got your structure decks. Easy way to get into it, but there's one that's a little easier if you have a phone or a computer, tablets, and stuff like that. Online TCG. All right.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's it. Free to play. Yes. And we say that yes because as you see the third point right there, it can cost a lot to build decks. Right?
Yeah.
The only thing that I like is Pokemon didn't show up. Where's
Where?
Pokemon? Oh, I guess I have to do all this stuff. Click it. Okay. All right. Pokemon will show up a little bit. I think I messed up with the animations. Anyways, free to play. So you get in, you can start a thing. It's good to go. And it teaches you, like the second point right there, great way to learn. But like Nathan has found out, when he goes to the locals, they're not done for you. So he relies on the computer to click and show him things. So when you get in the actual game, nothing's highlighted, nothing's clicking for you, right?
Yeah, you had to read all the cards yourself and like, you had to shuffle your own deck. Horrible at
Yep.
that because the game shuffles for me.
Yes. And the game triggers the point. Do you want
And
to use
it
this card? Do you want to
and it
use
does
this card?
and it does all the actions for you.
Yes. So, great way to learn the basics of the game. It does not do a great job of making you play your deck. And what I mean by that is exactly what Nathan just said. Because nothing highlights, nothing pops up. There's not a little reminder that pops up in front of you that says, hey, did you want to play this card effect? Or hey, that guy can't do that.
Or hey, do you want to put this energy or something onto that card?
That's it. All right, my third point right there. It can cost a lot to build decks.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh. You buy, I'm just gonna say crystals. It's not crystals, so I know I'm wrong on that. But you buy little crystals, and you can exchange these for cards. Magic has it where you can exchange for rares and buy rare things, so that way you could trade them in to get your decks. All right, to get your cards to fill your deck. Yu-Gi-Oh has it where you could destruct cards, so that way you can get the I'm gonna say essence. You can get that, and then you can plug it into other cards. It takes a while to build a deck unless you keep paying. It's a pain. I'm not gonna lie to you. Magic has been getting better because they give you a lot of free decks now, which is pretty good. So it's not as hard, but it's still a way they make money. So that's never gonna go away. So you'll be paying
Yeah.
some money so that way you can try to earn cards. Pokemon, on the other hand, is no cost. You have to earn the money or earn the say gems
Coins
again. Is
in
it coins?
battles. Yeah, I think it's coins because you use the crystals in Pokemon to
Crystals.
buy the battle pass.
Yes, crystals. So you earn crystals to get the coins and stuff. You can exchange it. But Pokemon, what it looks like to me, and I have not found anywhere to buy anything. I mean, you can buy packs online on eBay and stuff, and you can put it in that way. I guess that's a pay to play, but you can get lucky and you're banking on luck. But Pokemon doesn't have what the other two have, as where you can just buy your deck, basically.
Yeah,
Spend all
they
the money and buy it.
they don't have a shop, so you had to in Pokemon you had to actually like play games, earn your little crystals to buy the battle pass, and get those little coins to be able to buy your cards.
Yes, and I like that. I love that because now when you come across someone who has a deck worth it, you know that they earned that deck versus they didn't just go out and buy it.
Yeah,
Right. Again, they can still buy the deck and get on luck. They could buy all the little cards that you put online on eBay. So that could happen. But they're playing the random game a little bit because I guess if they keep deconstructing the cards, they get the points to reconstruct the cards. So I guess you could pay to play, but it's going to eBay and it's going to other people that have the cards that come in the packs. So Pokemon's actually losing out. Now that I think of it, Pokemon's losing out on money because you could cheat the system and you could buy from other people to get all the things. And once you get all those cards to construct them, like I was saying. So yes, you could pay to play, but Pokemon's losing out on that money.
yeah.
So once they find out, and if they watch this video, they're gonna put the shop into play. All right. The ones that have it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has online TCG. Magic, online TCG. Pokemon,
There's
there it is,
Pokemon.
has online TCG. Flesh and Blood
Does
does
not.
not. And I read where the creator said they don't want to do online because they like the in-person dueling, which is great. But I still would like TCGs online sometimes.
Yeah, this way
It's hard to
people
get.
could like practice and
There you
learn
go.
how to do it because the
And,
games will show you how to play.
yes, and I would like to test decks out. That's
Yeah.
my biggest flaw with Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, and Pokemon. I can't test the deck out, so I like to test them out before I go spend money and buy them.
Yes.
All right, let's move on to your favorite, my favorite, the meta. Yu-Gi-Oh's meta: Flesh and Blood, Magic, and Pokemon. All right, so by the meta, I'm talking about the only one on here that's reasonable, and the prices jump into the meta is Pokemon.
Yes.
Pokemon is the cheapest one to get into. You could buy a deck for under $100 and get into the meta.
Yeah.
Charizard deck you could buy probably from scratch for what, $80.
$80, and that's the top deck.
Yes. Yu-Gi-Oh! Top deck, it was $800, $700 for Snake Ice.
Yeah.
And if you guys say that Snake Ice is not the top deck, go look at all the tournaments right now, and you tell me Snake Ice is not dominating. So if you want to get that and you don't want to lose, you have to buy a Snake Ice deck. It sucks, but what can you do, right?
Yeah.
Flesh and Blood, their decks are going for about $700 for meta. You could alter it. We got to play around with some more decks, but it's looking like 700. And Magic, you can get in for about the $400 range, $400, $500 range for the meta. Okay. And that's what I'm saying right here. From the 400 less, this is Pokemon. The scary thing and what's going to hurt you. Let's say you spend that $700 on the deck, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a ban list that just hits cards and you don't know what's going to get hit. And I hate this with a passion. This is my biggest gripe about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that it just hit it. You kind of know what's coming, but sometimes it doesn't work out in your favor. Sometimes it'll just hit a card and in your whole deck. So you spent $700 is now out the window because your deck is no longer viable.
No.
How would you feel?
Well, if I bought it and then the next day, say that certain card gets banned, right?
Yes.
That means my whole deck is a little pointless now, and it's not the top deck.
Yes, and that has happened to me with Cosmo, Burning Abyss, and I think that's it. It happened to Jake. I know Jake got hit plenty of times. His Monarch got hit. And I think one other deck got hit, but that's happened to us after you spend all the money. That's why Jake's going back into competitive. I won't get into competitive Yu-Gi-Oh anymore because I'm not spending the money for it to just slap me in the face. And I feel like that's what happens. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so with Pokemon Magic, I don't know if Flesh and Blood has a rotation. I've got it again. We're just getting into it. We'll figure some stuff out. I like the game, and that's why it's on the list now. Rotation. So Magic has a rotation. Pokemon has a rotation. So at least you know before you're buying and spending money into the decks, hey, these cards are going to rotate out. So get your money's worth. You have 2 years of playing a card or so. I think it's 2 years, or it could be a year. I think it's 2. I think it rotates out every 2. But you have 2 years of enjoying certain cards before they rotate out.
Yeah.
But at least you know. Yu-Gi-Oh is like, hey, surprise, you lost money.
Huh.
At least in Magic and Pokemon, you know what you're getting into. All right.
Yeah.
Now we got the budget decks. Just have fun decks, right? $150 and under. You could play decks. My Yu-Gi-Oh! Grado deck, Grado Kaiju, that's under $150, and I have a lot of fun playing that. Cosmo, I just bought back. I bought that for $60, and another deck you just have fun with. So you can go out there and have fun with decks. Don't plan on winning, right?
No.
Okay. You're not going to be meta. You're not going to win in tournaments with the budget fun decks. It could. You could happen. 100% you could do it. By luck, you might get through, but your chances are slim. And that's what it says right there. Might not win first, but you have fun playing your deck. You'll get to play with the locals. You'll get to enjoy your time over there. Depending on what locals you go to for Yu-Gi-Oh! And you won't just be watching the other person play, but you could have fun. And the ban list and rotation won't hurt you as much because the budget deck, let's say that you're in standard and you're in the right format where you have to keep circling out, 150, your cards probably aren't going to get hit in the budget deck. Very low chances of getting hit. Rotation, yes, they'll rotate out. But Pokemon and Magic both have like an expanded version where it won't hurt you and keep playing your deck. You understand?
Yeah. Whoa.
Okay, let me get back to us. Stop sharing. Okay. So you know where to start, because you only know where to start is because I help you along with the start, and you don't have no money, so I buy your stuff. So you start online, and then if you start playing online, then I buy him a structure deck to see if he actually could play, and we practice the table and stuff. After he gets really into it, then I buy like a budget deck where he could win. So it's a semi-budget, going into a cross of some good cards.
Yeah, because you won't let me buy a $600, $700 deck.
Not unless he's really into it.
Huh.
And he's winning the tournaments, and I can make some money off of him. If I can't make money off him, it's not going to happen.
We could just do Flesh and Blood where, like, we get, like, 64 places to get, like, $1,500.
Yeah, you win money off of that one. Right,
Like, yeah.
I agree. That one's good. So this is where to start. This is where I would start, and I suggest you guys start, again, online, except for Flesh and Blood. Flesh and Blood, grab a little Blitz deck, try it out, have some fun. You can watch a lot of videos online. Nathan, you got to stop yawning.
I
You got to
wasn't
get into the video more. I just seen you yawning.
I swear that wasn't a yawn.
Oh, sure.
I promise.
Okay. Flesh and Blood, you got to buy the little Blitz deck. Learn the game, watch videos. It's a fun game to play. Fun TCG. Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Magic. I would say start online. See if you're interested. Try all 3. See which one you like the most. Yeah, and then go structure deck. So that way you can go down to a locals. Locals will be, and when I say by locals, is your local game store, local game shop, card games, and play against people and see how you like it in person playing against somebody.
Yeah.
And then after that, see which one you still like. And if you're interested, then you just build yourself up. And that's as easy as that, because that's where you start. don't jump into the meta and then you're gonna be mad because you don't understand how to do the meta, or if you get the wrong meta and it's out of rotation within a month or two and you lose all that money, you're going to be very bitter and you're not going to be
Yeah.
happy. And then you're mad at the game, you're mad at the company. Just start off slow. Start off slow, see which one you like. That's what I suggest.
Just the starter decks.
That's it. Because Nathan is getting bored with Pokemon. So
A little
now
bit.
he's moving towards that's why I'm so glad Pokemon is not an expensive decks to build. So
Yeah.
if he's getting bored with it, then we can move on to something else. He likes Flesh and Blood. So he's learning that one. He's going to build some decks and see how he goes on that. Right? But you're still going to do some tournaments for Pokemon.
Yeah, do some tournaments.
You can't go down with losing.
No, I won't. Because it was only first time because we can't even be able to play the other tournaments.
I know. And you didn't have your deck. Now you got your full deck. You're
Yeah,
going to go
now
down
I
to the
got my deck.
tournament.
And I'm hoping I could win
throw
with my
those up.
Giratina deck.
I hope so. Hope so. You got to earn that deck's money.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I got. You got anything?
No.
All right. We really got to get you talking a little bit more. I know I keep talking, try to carry,
I
but
talk a lot this
you talk some. All right. Well, we're going to get you some more.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment. If I missed anything, if I messed up on a part, comment, let me know. I like to fix it. I don't like to spread false information. So that's why I try to be accurate. And if I don't know, I say I don't know. You'll see in the videos that I don't know some of the stuff and I can't remember. So I do that. But thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share. And until next time.